Was it hardware or software? Can it be repaired? Is the mission in jeopardy? Our forward momentum will persist unimpeded, but there are no maneuvers that we know will be needed for now. There are no stars in the vicinity between the arms of the galaxy, just a dark and empty void. Before a rescue mission could hope to arrive, we'll be long gone, no one left alive at all. Long-range sensors are picking up an anomaly. It's too far out to identify, say for trajectory. At its course and speed, it will intercept us in 19 hours. The only thing that's for certain, it's not one of ours. Welcome distraction from the situation in the engine room. At least a temporary reprieve from all the gloom and doom. Excitement infused with a dash of fear of unknown powers, as we race towards an encounter in less than 19 hours. There's no good news in the latest update from the engineers. In their dire report is the confirmation of our worst of fears. The FTL drive malfunction is beyond repair, and we can't escape the encounter, and we're almost there. sewer grew alongside. A gap in its hull was opening wide. We felt a mild vibration begin. Some kind of force was pulling us in. The equatorial recess, it swallowed us whole. Darkness to darkness, the aperture closed. Fear of the unknown. Inside the sphere, we're crippled and blind. Who brought this here, and what's on their minds? If we're ever to understand who built this thing and what they've planned, we can't just sit here and hide away. We'll send a team on EVA explorers. Well, that is what we are. No danger has come to light so far. Inside the sphere, we're crippled and blind. Who brought us here, and what's on their minds? cold and blind. Who brought this here, and what's on their minds? The lander was loaded up with a 5-man crew and gear. The pilot completed pre-flight and then signaled the all clear. We lifted gently up from the hangar floor with ease. Retracted stabilizers and nosed up 10 degrees. Then cautiously forward, steady she goes. What we might find out there, nobody knows. Team away, all systems A-OK. Recon team away. Set to the task of mapping and measuring the sphere. Our ship now a point of light steadily fading to the rear. We'd flown more than 10 kilometers before we reached the wall, replete with plethora structures unidentifiable. And bathed in our floodlights, the landscape exposed. Detecting no life forms, we advanced unopposed. Team away on this historic day. Recon team away. was something to explain it all among the structures on the inner wall. Divided into geographic zones, we mapped the surface with surveillance drones. By the 7th orbit of the recon flight, we reached consensus on the landing site. Deeper and deeper immersed in this alien dream. What minds conceive this alien dream? Rotational velocity produced an artificial gravity. So once we'd safely set the lander down, we took a rover out to go and look around. Deeper and deeper immersed in this alien dream. What minds conceive this alien dream? In our seats as we drove along what looked like city streets, and tracking us aboard the mothership, we appeared as just a tiny radar blip. Deeper and deeper immersed in this alien dream. What minds conceive this alien dream? This alien dream. This alien dream. Light years from home, in an alien dream. Structures like buildings in this alien dream. These look like buildings, windowless buildings in an alien city. Can't find a door, no way to get in. the commander, there's something happening, but not near where we were. The opposite hemisphere, a signal. They found a signal. On we go. The ship was picking up a signal of sorts, sent us coordinates and data reports. Not much to go on to help us prepare, except the fact that it's there. We stowed the rover and laid in the new course across the chasm to the signal's source. Dissimilar buildings to where we've just been. Maybe this time we'll get in. One to another, us and the mothership. Elation, anticipation, and within an hour, the transmission tower came into view. Ahead we flew, on we go. The spire's base looked like a ziggurat. A most intriguing shape to us was that. Big as a football field and 10 stories high. No logic we could apply. On we go. Led to a chamber 20 meters wide, and as we entered we could see some light, hovering shapes floating into sight, confronted by a holographic display, alien symbols in a wide array. Then we saw something we could understand. One of the symbols was a human hand. After some confusion, we reached a conclusion. This was an interface, a starting place. The first mate stepped forward while raising his palm toward the hologram of a human hand. On we go, on we go, on we go. As the mate held up his hand, he didn't know, but he was scanned by machinery of alien design. When it confirmed he was a man, an information dump began. He turned and told us their intentions were benign. He couldn't tell us how he knew, but he was certain it was true, and very soon we would all understand. And no sooner had he spoken, as if they'd been awoken, the chamber walls began to expand. We could do no more than guess as we attempted to assess what this mechanical activity implies. And then slowly lights came on like an artificial dawn, and we watched the scene unfold before our eyes. totally safety in systems dispatch. According data banks retrieved, detecting oxygen, breathable air. When we first got here, it simply wasn't there. A transformation right before our eyes. We found food and water and basic supplies. Human environment matched using advanced technology. Initiated by the key. Intelligence unknown, sentient systems of man. The key unlocked this new zone. Layers of symbols, a language base, learning to navigate the interface, a simulacrum at our command. The more we see, the more we understand. On the verge of discovery, the answers are near. What was shrouded in mystery becoming so clear. On the verge of discovery, no longer concealed. The unlocking of knowledge and the truth is revealed. Exquisite science, nanomachines, performing primary subroutines, interrogation, responsiveness, an open door to unrestricted access. On the verge of discovery, the answers are near. What was shrouded in mystery becoming so clear. On the verge of discovery, no longer concealed, the unlocking of knowledge and the truth is revealed to us all. Revealed to us all. Revealed to us all. Revealed to us all. With rapid progress, the data flows. It's like we're drinking from a fire hose. An ancient wisdom projecting through, explaining everything we ask it to. On the verge of discovery, the answers are near. What was shrouded in mystery becoming so clear. On the verge of discovery, no longer concealed, the unlocking of knowledge and the truth is revealed to us all. struggling to adapt to this reality. Hold on, hold on. The crew has sunk into a state of melancholy. Hold on, hold on. In the base camp, a somber mood, low expectations. nothing to do with the breakdown. Coincidental. The sphere was already inbound. Programmed reactive response. Had we continued our original course, we'd have come to a violent end. The sphere came to block us from the dangers beyond, like a paladin prepared to defend. Found a holographic orrery, a three-dimensional projection of the galaxy. It might reveal where we're going. Hold on, let it be some comfort in knowing. Hold on. The sphere has altered course since yesterday. The star alignment vector is not the same. We see a different sky. Recalibrate the view from forward sensors on our display. The sphere is a lifeboat, one of the fleet. Deployment all over the galaxy. They traveled the stars for thousands of years without encountering any peers. It seems that spacefaring species are extremely rare. They never found any anywhere until now. And even now they're not here, not in the sphere yet somehow. We have a feeling they know. Will they come say hello? Could it be we're being taken to them, a place in their memory, recorded in their prime, preserved for all time. They discovered the Earth during the critical stage, when mankind was entering the industrial age. Their prime directive not to interfere. They left us alone until we came out here on our own. The farthest we've yet to roam. And ready or not, we find that we're not alone. An alien race in deepest space, the unknown. But when we get here, there's no one home. from the Milky Way to Andromeda. It came this way a long time ago. If they're still out there somewhere, we may never know. But we see enough to get the gist, our glimpse of their history. But what could have unfolded in the time untold may be an extinction event that they could not prevent or foresee. Or did they simply move on and now they're too long gone? The sphere has altered course since yesterday. The star alignment vector is not the same. We see a different sky. Recalibrate the view from forward sensors on our display. but we'll get there alive. Just have to get the ship outside.
Once around the circumference of the sphere there appeared a bright ring of light, a small section of which pulsed rhythmically for a while before blinking out of sight. An adjacent section began to do exactly the same, and that's when we realized this is a pattern, a warning of some kind. Counting down of time. At the same time, all the monitors were displaying an animation of the sphere as seen from outside. It showed the gap in its hull slowly opening and the sequence repeated over and over again. It's time to get everyone back on board now.
When the landing party was safely on board and everybody was settling in, we could see the sphere's hull opening up and felt that strange vibration again. That mysterious force tugging on our ship pulled us towards the wall, and without a sound we were outward bound. No complications at all. Our inherited speed, that of the sphere, much faster than we thought. This is just what we needed to get home from here. We've got a decent shot.